Okay, so again, it's November now. It's the 25th, and I go to work. I had to be at work at 7:30 that morning. I had probably been there maybe like an hour, maybe like an hour, and like the first little contraction, you know what I'm saying, it kind of took me out. I ain't even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Kind of took me down through there, and I'm like, what the fuck? I I I didn't know it was really a contraction or maybe like a cramp or something. Cause again, you know what I'm saying, I've been throwing up all morning, and then I get to work, and because women's so nasty, it's nasty. If you're not a woman and you never been into a woman's public restroom, thank God. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I get to work, and now I'm sick again because I only have to come in here from being sick, and now I'm even sicker. So I'm like, I don't know if I just then vomited too much, and I'm, you know what I'm saying, cramping or what. So the first couple times that it did it, you know what I'm saying, I just was like, ooh, I need to kind of take it easy. So I had already kind of just sat down and sat to the side to try to take a minute. So I'm like, no, something really wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I go to the bathroom, like I check, because I'm like, maybe I feel like I might be bleeding. I'm like, no, I'm not bleeding or nothing, but like I'm hurting. So I take out my phone, I email the nurse on my chart, and I'm like, can y'all please, like, please put me on bed rest. I am hurting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm at work, I can barely stand up. I can barely walk. Like, at this point, I had already been kind of walking, waddling. Like, I'm only almost 20 weeks. Like, why am I waddling? I'm not even that big. Yes, in statue itself, I'm a small person, but even still, I'm just not like huge or nothing. So like, no, I shouldn't be walking like this, like some stuck on my butt or something. Like it no, it's very uncomfortable. It's weird. So, and it's something's not right. So it take her it always take them a minute to email you back. It's not a direct response right away or anything. So when the lady finally responded back, she like, they can't put me on bed rest unless I have like a pre-existing condition. So I'm like, pre-existing? Okay, well, y'all say I'm geriatric, so I need to take it easy. And then I tell y'all that, and then y'all tell me I'm diabetic and I have a problem with my blood pressure that I need to really pay attention to. And I've been complaining of pain for weeks. And y'all still can't put me on bed rest? I still need something more? The contractions are probably Braxton Hicks contractions. So you just need to walk around and drink some water. I done drunk some water, lady. And I just told you I'm at work. So I've been walking and standing for hours now, and that's not it. Something's wrong. Something is wrong. So I had a WIC appointment that day. I leave work, I go to my WIC appointment. And when the lady called me back there or whatever, she like, you know, what is wrong? And I'm like, I really think that I'm having contractions. I didn't call these people. And they talking about some, just go to the ER. I said, but every time I go to the ER, they check my baby, make sure that he got a decent heartbeat. I said, and then they make sure my vitals are okay. And then they send me home. I said, and I would have been sat in the ER for hours. For hours. It's been some days that I done sat in there 9-10 hours, and now I have to leave, and I still haven't been seen because I gotta be at work at 7:30. And guess what? I can't miss work because even though I'm married, I'm a fucking single mother, so I have to go to work to make sure that I can get whatever I might need outside of prescriptions that insurance don't pay for. Make sure I got a roof over my head when my baby get here. Like, so I done sat in the ER all this time, and I ain't even get seen because pregnancy is not a priority until you get a certain amount of weeks. Like, that's absolutely insane. So I tell the lady, like, that's my decision at this point, that I'm just gonna go ahead and go anyway. So I go back to work because I need to I turn in the paperwork that I get or whatever, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave for the day. So I get to work. Of course, I'm pregnant, so I gotta go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom. Boom! Now I'm bleeding. So I ain't really got no choice but to go to the ER. So I go to UAMS. I go to the ER. Of course, they call you in there to do the triage or whatever. So they take my vitals, all that stuff. I tell them that I'm bleeding, that I feel like I've been contracting since that morning. I know that I'm in labor. So do I have to wait on the room down here, or can y'all just send me to labor and delivery? You're not 20 weeks. At this point, I'm 19 weeks and 4 days. Maybe 3 days. 3 or 4 days. I'm 19 weeks in 3 or 4 days. Nevertheless, like, just a few days outside of 20 weeks. So, no. They will not send me upstairs. So, I'm like, well, what if I go up there? Well, you can go up there. But then they're going to make you come back down here and sit in the ER and wait. So, I'm bleeding. It's my first pregnancy. I'm trying to play it off because I have extremely bad anxiety, but on the inside, I'm terrified because, like, what the hell? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? So, I probably waited in the ER maybe an hour, a little over an hour. They get me back there into a room. Doctor come in there with some stuff, talking about my leg. Clearly, man, my leg ain't even broke. Go back in there. What's going on? Oh, I got the wrong room, whatever. But clearly, my leg not broke. I'm sitting here rubbing my belly. Anyway, so they come in there on the right tip. Okay, you're pregnant. They get the gist of the story all over again. Like they always do. They go in there, they get the ultrasound machine. They bring the ultrasound machine into the ER room. They check on Genesis. His heartbeat is 142 beats. He looked good. He was moving around or whatever. Everything looked good. We just need to figure out why you're bleeding. Okay, can you use the restroom? I use the restroom, as a pregnant woman. Really, just a woman, period. The first thing they're supposed to do, pee and cook. So, when they finally come back in there after a while, he got a pill. What's this pill for? You got a UTI, it's coming in pregnant women, whatever. Okay, that's cool and everything, but what we gonna do about these contractions? Because I'm positive that they contractions at this point. This morning they was an hour apart, and now they like maybe 10 minutes apart. I know for a fact that I'm in labor and I'm contracting. So what are we gonna do about that? Because he talking about they gonna see if they can give me some Tylenol or something for pain. It's not pain. It's not pain. I'm having contractions, and I'm telling you out of my mouth that I'm having contractions. I know that's what it is because the time in between is getting shorter.